Beneath Earth's most dangerous southern waters, an astonishing hidden world survives where few ever witness it. Follow the light beneath the ice, and an entire secret food web suddenly begins to emerge. Every flash of movement matters here, because survival depends on noticing danger before danger notices you.
The mysterious shadow belongs to a giant whose survival is tied to creatures barely finger-sized. And far below the moving ice, ancient communities flourish in cold water that seems almost impossible.
Down here, familiar rules change, and even tiny animals can grow into extraordinary polar forms. Some Antarctic fish evolved remarkable adaptations that let them function in seawater colder than freezing. Yet surviving the cold is only the beginning when larger hunters patrol these frozen corridors. But beyond this frozen gateway, another hunter is approaching, and the entire ecosystem begins to react. The shadow finally reveals itself, an orca entering a world where every movement carries consequences. One hunter becomes two, suggesting this encounter may involve something far more sophisticated than pursuit.
Orcas rarely rely on strength alone. Cooperation can transform an ordinary hunt into calculated strategy. The seal finds temporary safety, reminding us that even exceptional hunters frequently leave without success.
In seconds, the giant converts a concentrated swarm of tiny crustaceans into vital energy. Deeper below, stranger survivors await, carrying adaptations found almost nowhere else on our planet.
This ghost-like fish survives Antarctic cold through biological adaptations that would seem impossible almost anywhere else.
In these freezing waters, evolution has rewritten the ordinary rules governing how vertebrate bodies survive. What looks like frozen emptiness from above hides communities built slowly across extraordinary stretches of time. Below the drifting ice, delicate sponge forests create shelter for an astonishing community of polar animals.
Every surface becomes habitat here, allowing strange specialists to occupy spaces invisible from the world above.
Antarctic sea spiders reveal how extreme cold can produce forms both delicate and unexpectedly remarkable.
Slow movement dominates this cold seafloor, where conserving energy can determine who survives another season.
Even this peaceful seafloor remains connected to predators moving silently through the brighter waters overhead.
Above the sponge forests, Weddell seals navigate frozen corridors, linking deep feeding grounds with precious air. Near the only route to air, a distant shadow reminds us that safety is never guaranteed. The hidden silhouette finally emerges, revealing an orca silently surveying the frozen corridor from below.
But this hunter is not alone, and another shape is already moving behind the ice.
A family group takes shape, turning solitary strength into one of nature's smartest hunting systems. Ahead, thousands of silverfish tighten together, sensing danger long before the predators reach their school. Instead of rushing forward, the pod begins shaping the school, using position as a weapon.
Young orcas learn by following experienced hunters, inheriting techniques that can persist across generations.
Then the pod changes direction, drawn toward an ice floe where a different challenge awaits.
Now their formation changes again, revealing a hunting technique built on timing, teamwork, and water. With synchronized speed, the whales turn ordinary seawater into a tool capable of reshaping the hunt. The hunt ends without success, but another enormous animal is already descending into their path. It is a southern elephant seal, built to explore depths far beyond ordinary surface hunters. As sunlight fades, the seal enters a hunting realm most surface animals will never experience. In the dim water, squid become valuable prey for a predator designed for prolonged deep dives.
After searching the depths, the seal must return upward, carrying limited oxygen through every second.
Millions of tiny crustaceans can redirect giants, transforming an empty horizon into a feeding arena.
The silhouettes resolve into familiar survivors, yet one enormous shadow remains deliberately hidden beyond the ice.
Behind the ice waits a leopard seal, perfectly adapted to patrol these narrow, frozen hunting corridors.
Its long body combines surprising speed with maneuverability, making frozen passages valuable territory for ambush. The penguins answer speed with agility, vanishing into passages where the larger hunter cannot easily follow.
Here, the food web begins with organisms so small that giants depend upon their abundance. A hidden garden beneath the ice quietly fuels creatures ranging from tiny crustaceans to whales. Follow the krill outward, and their true importance becomes visible in the enormous shadows approaching.
A humpback arrives because these tiny crustaceans concentrate enough energy to sustain an ocean giant.
Beneath the feeding giants, an ancient seafloor community thrives in cold darkness, almost completely unseen. Here, even a sea spider becomes extraordinary, its delicate body spanning distances unexpected for arthropods. Every crevice shelters another specialist, creating remarkable diversity where the landscape first appeared almost lifeless. Even slow-moving scavengers recycle precious nutrients, keeping this remote ecosystem functioning beneath the frozen ocean.
The pale icefish carries remarkable physiological adaptations for surviving waters cold enough to challenge most vertebrates.
A sudden shadow crosses the bottom, reminding every smaller animal that deeper water offers no certainty. The passing giant is an elephant seal, capable of carrying its hunt far deeper still.
Beyond the sunlit shelf, the seal enters colder darkness, where prey becomes scattered and unpredictable.
In darkness, every encounter is brief, and a missed opportunity can mean another costly search. Still deeper, unfamiliar shapes emerge from the darkness, revealing how much of Antarctica remains unexplored. The hidden shape reveals an Antarctic octopus, perfectly equipped for life across this freezing seafloor. Its flexible body turns every rocky crevice into shelter, hunting ground, and potential escape route. Even familiar crustacean designs become strange here, shaped by isolation, cold, and millions of years. What seems barren from a distance becomes crowded with specialists once the camera moves closer. The returning elephant seal begins its ascent, leaving this hidden community far beneath the surface. With every meter upward, darkness gives way to the productive waters supporting Antarctica's largest animals. From above, the Southern Ocean appears empty. Beneath it, countless lives remain hidden from sight. Yet beyond this bright frontier, deeper waters conceal creatures adapted to an even harsher world. The first shadow reveals an Antarctic toothfish, a powerful predator built for these freezing depths. Below the continental shelf, darkness expands rapidly, yet predators continue following prey into the unknown. Then an enormous squid emerges, carrying some of the largest eyes known anywhere in nature.
Its enormous eyes gather scarce light, helping detect movement where daylight has nearly vanished completely.
A diving elephant seal enters the same darkness, linking surface life with this hidden hunting realm. At these depths, every movement costs oxygen, making efficient hunting essential for survival and return.
The pursuit reveals something unexpected below, a living seafloor flourishing beneath permanent cold and darkness.
Far from sunlight, the seabed supports strange communities, sustained by food descending from waters above. An Antarctic octopus appears from camouflage, revealing another master of survival in this frozen darkness. Beyond this narrow passage, an even larger hidden ecosystem waits, and something massive is approaching. The approaching giant is a sperm whale, descending into darkness where squid become valuable prey. Its enormous body carries precious oxygen downward, extending the hunt far beyond the sunlit ocean. Its ahead waits formidable prey, armed with powerful arms, sharp hooks, and extraordinary low-light vision.
The squid chooses distance over confrontation, disappearing through terrain where enormous predators cannot maneuver easily.
When sunlight disappears completely, living organisms begin producing their own signals within the darkness.
These faint flashes can attract prey, confuse predators, or help animals recognize others in darkness. Where meals are unpredictable, deepwater fish survive by conserving energy and exploiting rare opportunities quickly. Even here, life depends on a slow rain of organic material descending from productive waters above. Nothing is wasted on this seafloor, where scavengers transform falling debris into another cycle of life. Across the distant cliff, unfamiliar shapes appear, while something much larger moves silently above them. The shadow is an elephant seal, searching a vertical wilderness hidden far beneath Antarctic ice.
The cliff functions like a vertical reef, offering feeding surfaces, shelter, and refuge from stronger currents.
Among these structures, long-legged sea spiders navigate a landscape that appears almost extraterrestrial in form.
Slow growth dominates here, where some communities may persist through environmental conditions spanning many generations.
Nearly transparent drifters exploit the water column, becoming almost invisible against the endless blue around them.
Transparency becomes camouflage in open water, hiding fragile bodies where rocks and crevices offer no protection.
Icefish survive extraordinary cold through physiological solutions that make Antarctic waters an evolutionary laboratory.
The squid leave the sheltering cliff, but open water exposes them to hunters descending from above. The elephant seal returns, forcing scattered squid to choose between speed, darkness, and unpredictable escape routes. Beyond the cliff lies another world, where an unfamiliar shape moves across the abyssal floor. The strange silhouette is an Antarctic eelpout, adapted for a cold world far beyond sunlight. Near the bottom, conserving energy matters because every meal may arrive unpredictably and disappear quickly. Even the sediment is alive, continuously reworked by animals searching for scarce organic material below. Armored scavengers emerge from the sediment, ready to exploit whatever nourishment reaches this isolated seafloor. Antarctic sea spiders turn extreme proportions into an advantage across this slow-moving world of survival. Transparency offers protection here, allowing delicate drifters to disappear almost completely into the surrounding water. Then the darkness deepens again, as something enormous passes silently above these nearly invisible drifters. A sperm whale crosses the abyss, searching immense volumes of darkness for scattered, deep-water prey. The squid flee toward deeper terrain, where faint living lights begin replacing the vanished Antarctic sun. Ahead, scattered lights form a mysterious pattern, suggesting another community hidden deeper within the Southern Ocean. The mysterious lights belong to living drifters, but something much larger is moving beyond them. Beyond the glowing drifters, a colossal squid emerges, carrying eyes specialized for detecting distant movement.
In near-total darkness, enormous eyes can detect subtle contrasts that smaller animals might completely miss. The squid slips into rugged terrain, where darkness hides an unexpectedly crowded community along the canyon floor.
Far below the surface, falling organic material supports communities that may grow with extraordinary patience. Extreme proportions and slow movement help these bottom dwellers survive where usable energy remains scarce.
while scavengers recycle every fragment. Another concealed hunter watches patiently from beneath the volcanic ledge.
An octopus emerges from camouflage, using flexible arms to investigate a world where visibility offers little advantage. At the shelf's edge, scattered living lights reveal another abyss descending beyond the visible seafloor. Two enormous shadows now converge below, where the darkness conceals both predator and potential prey.
One shadow becomes a sperm whale, while the identity of the second remains hidden below.
Then two enormous eyes appear below, revealing prey perfectly adapted to detect approaching danger.
A colossal squid emerges, bringing two extraordinary deep-diving animals into the same silent hunting realm.
The squid retreats toward rugged terrain, where maneuverability may offer its best chance of avoiding pursuit. The canyon favors agility, allowing the squid to vanish where the larger whale cannot easily follow.
Beneath the giants, an entirely different community survives by recycling whatever the upper ocean sends downward. Scavengers turn every sinking fragment into energy, ensuring that almost nothing reaching the abyss is wasted. Above these bottom dwellers, transparent drifters descend like ghosts through a water column filled with uncertainty. The fragile drifters suddenly separate as another massive traveler crosses the darkness with unexpected speed. The traveler is an Antarctic toothfish, but something larger has already disturbed the canyon ahead. The hidden giant is an elephant seal, descending where every successful hunt demands extraordinary endurance. Its oxygen stores by precious time, but every deeper turn increases the cost of returning. A scattered squid group suddenly erupts into motion, turning silent darkness into a three-dimensional escape. The fleeing squid descends farther, entering waters where living light begins replacing the vanished sun.
Then the living lights vanish one by one, revealing something enormous moving silently between them.
A sperm whale emerges from darkness, carrying the hunt into depths beyond ordinary mammalian endurance. The whale follows scattered prey, but one larger squid chooses the protection of rugged volcanic terrain. Its immense eyes scan the darkness, while narrow terrain offers protection from a far larger pursuer. Below the pursuit, patient bottom dwellers build an ecosystem from whatever energy reaches the abyss. Across the abyss, two unfamiliar shadows converge again, suggesting the deepest hunt is far from over. The shadows resolve into squid and whale, two giants sharing the same unforgiving hunting ground.
The squid accelerates toward broken terrain, where agility may matter more than the whale's overwhelming size.
Rugged volcanic walls create refuges where smaller, maneuverable animals can escape predators built for open water. And sheltered from stronger currents, these canyon walls become crowded islands of life within the abyss. Even specialized icefish remain alert, because survival here depends on detecting danger before it fully appears.
The elephant seal turns upward, beginning a long return toward air, while oxygen steadily declines.
After hours below, returning light signals the distant boundary between deep isolation and surface abundance. The upper ocean feels transformed, bursting with prey after the sparse and unforgiving darkness below.
Sunlight restores abundance here, but the deep remains essential to predators connecting both ocean worlds.
Beyond the iceberg, coordinated hunters are gathering, and their next strategy will transform this frozen world.
The approaching pod moves with purpose, but something beyond the ice has suddenly captured their attention. Beyond the arch, resting seals appear, and the whales immediately replace speed with careful observation. Before committing energy, experienced hunters inspect the ice, searching for opportunities while avoiding unnecessary effort.
Their formation tightens beneath the flow, hinting that individual hunters are becoming a coordinated force.
Together, synchronized bodies transform seawater into force, demonstrating why cooperation makes these predators exceptional.
The seal remains safe, but another burst of movement instantly redirects the pod toward new possibilities. Speed alone cannot solve every hunt, because penguins exploit narrow passages larger predators cannot enter. Escape becomes opportunity as the penguins enter a krill swarm dense enough to attract giants.
Krill now draw a different kind of hunter, one that overwhelms prey through extraordinary scale.
Beyond the feeding giants, the orcas reappear, already moving toward another unexplored hunting ground. Ahead, a sudden trail of bubbles reveals movement beneath the ice, instantly changing the pod's direction.
The hidden swimmer is a leopard seal, itself a formidable predator within Antarctica's complex food web. Escaping one danger, the leopard seal immediately becomes the hunter when diving penguins appear nearby.
The penguins' tight turns exploit the ice maze, where agility can matter more than raw speed.
Without warning, the krill swarm compresses, signaling that something enormous is rising from deeper water.
A humpback erupts upward, transforming an immense concentration of tiny crustaceans into a single feeding opportunity.
One krill swarm can support multiple hunters, connecting animals separated by enormous differences in body size.
The pod finds seals again, but experience demands patience before another costly hunting attempt begins. When one seal enters the water, separate hunters begin converging, turning space itself into pressure.
The seal escapes, but a deeper disturbance beyond the iceberg immediately draws every whale's attention. Beyond the iceberg, the shadow becomes a blue whale, the largest animal ever known to exist. Its immense body survives on tiny krill, turning microscopic abundance into one of nature's greatest paradoxes. A single feeding pass can engulf an extraordinary volume of water packed with Antarctic krill.
Nearby, a humpback uses a different strategy, concentrating scattered krill before making its feeding approach.
The bubble curtain compresses the swarm, transforming scattered prey into a concentrated target for the rising whale.
Below the feeding whales, a leopard seal finds opportunity among penguins distracted by the krill feast.
The penguin escapes through narrow ice, only to discover another group of hunters approaching beyond shelter.
The returning orcas ignore unreachable penguins and redirect their attention towards seals resting farther across the ice.
Again, the pod combines timing and force, turning synchronized movement into a wave beneath the seal. The hunt ends, but something rising from deeper water suddenly sends thousands of fish toward the surface.
The rising shadow is a minke whale, but another enormous shape is following from deeper water.
A humpback follows the fish upward, drawn toward the concentrated krill gathering beneath the fractured ice.
The whale converts a dense cloud of tiny krill into enough energy to sustain enormous life. The feeding penguins suddenly scatter, revealing how quickly abundance can become danger beneath Antarctic ice.
A leopard seal joins the feast, turning the krill-rich water into a dangerous hunting corridor. One sudden choice changes the chase, allowing a penguin to disappear beneath protective ice.
The leopard seal retreats as larger hunters arrive, revealing another shift in Antarctica's hierarchy of predators.
Experience shapes the formation, as each whale takes position beneath the floating refuge of resting seals. A precisely timed wave crosses the flue, testing whether the seals can maintain their frozen refuge.
Below the departing pod, multiple giants are rising together toward an extraordinary concentration of Antarctic krill.
3 giants rise beneath the krill, but only one reveals itself as a humpback whale.
A blue whale joins the ascent, revealing how one krill bloom can attract Earth's greatest giants. Blue, humpback, and minke whales converge here because Antarctic krill can gather in extraordinary abundance. Amid the feeding giants, smaller hunters arrive, and abundance suddenly creates another dangerous opportunity below. The leopard seal strikes into motion, but another group of predators is already approaching the corridor. The leopard seal withdraws, while the orcas redirect toward prey moving beneath the silverfish school. The chase descends rapidly, carrying predator and prey from brilliant surface waters toward colder darkness below. The squid disappears beneath the ice, revealing a hidden community thriving far below the feeding grounds. Below the hunters, an Antarctic octopus explores a slower world built around patience and concealment. The elephant seal descends toward deeper prey, where an enormous pair of eyes waits in darkness. Those enormous eyes belong to something powerful, but darkness still conceals most of its extraordinary body. A colossal squid finally emerges, carrying some of the largest eyes known anywhere in nature.
The squid suddenly turns, sensing an approaching giant capable of following prey into profound darkness.
A sperm whale enters the canyon, revealing why the squid's enormous eyes may detect danger early. Rugged terrain offers refuge, proving that survival can depend as much on maneuverability as size. Far beneath the chase, scavengers transform scarce falling remains into precious energy for the abyss. At the canyon's edge, strange living lights reveal another ecosystem descending into even greater darkness. The glowing drifters suddenly vanish behind a shadow too large to belong to any small predator. The elephant seal begins its ascent, but an even larger shadow remains unexplained beneath the canyon. The hidden shape becomes a giant toothfish, just as another mysterious predator rises behind it. The approaching shadow is an elephant seal, descending into darkness where large toothfish become valuable prey. Rugged terrain gives the toothfish precious options, forcing its faster pursuer to constantly adjust course. The pursuit suddenly changes targets as scattered squid offer the seal a faster opportunity for food.
The fissure opens into another hidden basin, where moving lights reveal that the squid is not alone.
A colossal squid emerges again, its enormous eyes perfectly suited for detecting movement in deep darkness.
The giant turns upward as fleeing squid announce the arrival of another deep-diving hunter overhead.
A sperm whale descends into the basin, bringing one of the ocean's greatest hidden pursuits closer.
The volcanic maze favors maneuverability, allowing the squid to vanish while another hidden ecosystem appears below. On the seafloor, even a small food fall can trigger an immediate gathering of patient scavengers. Then life begins raining from above, followed by massive shadows descending toward this isolated deep community.
One descending shadow becomes an elephant seal, while two larger shapes remain hidden above the abyss.
A sperm whale follows the descent, drawn toward squid that gather along this enormous underwater wall.
The three giants occupy different depths, each exploiting a separate opportunity created by the same productive ocean. Near the light, the humpback converts dense Antarctic krill into the energy needed for migration. The orcas return to the ice, where experience and cooperation may matter more than individual strength.
With synchronized acceleration, the pod turns ordinary seawater into a carefully directed hunting tool beneath ice.
The seal survives the wave, showing that even remarkable hunting strategies offer no guaranteed success. Beyond the hunters, penguins find another krill feast, just as a giant rises beneath them. From krill to whales, Every hunter depends upon connections extending far beyond what the surface reveals.
Beneath this familiar drama lies another hidden world, where survival follows entirely different rules.
Something moves beneath the sediment, revealing that this seemingly quiet seafloor is anything but empty. An armored scavenger emerges first, while the stranger ahead continues slipping silently through the sponge forest. The stranger is an Antarctic eelpout, but another concealed animal has already detected its approach.
Perfect camouflage reveals an octopus whose flexible body turns every rocky crevice into potential shelter.
A tiny food fall attracts dozens of scavengers, until an unexpected shadow sends them suddenly scattering. Above the sponge forest, a massive toothfish patrols waters where smaller animals survive by staying hidden. A diving elephant seal enters the trench, connecting the frozen surface with this hidden ecosystem below.
The squid escapes into a hidden chamber, only to reveal enormous eyes waiting beyond the sponges.
The eyes belong to a colossal squid, but an even larger hunter is descending toward it.
A sperm whale follows the fleeing squid toward a canyon where another mystery is already moving.
Another giant enters the canyon, revealing how many predators share this seemingly empty Antarctic darkness. Near the bottom, a giant toothfish patrols territory, where even the sediment can suddenly come alive. Armored scavengers emerge from hiding, exploiting every fragment of nourishment that settles onto this frozen seafloor.
Antarctic sea spiders reach extraordinary proportions here, turning familiar body plans into something almost alien.
Among nearly invisible drifters, a massive eye appears, announcing another giant rising from the abyss. The colossal squid rises silently, until a larger shadow crossing overhead suddenly changes its direction. A sperm whale crosses overhead, carrying the hunt into depths where vision alone offers little certainty.
Below the passing giants, camouflage allows an octopus to hunt within a completely different scale of life.
A sudden current delivers food from above, briefly connecting this isolated community with productive surface waters.
3 enormous shadows descend from above, suggesting the deep is about to receive unexpected visitors.
One shadow becomes an elephant seal, while 2 larger visitors continue descending through the darkness.
The second visitor is a sperm whale, built to pursue squid far beyond the reach of sunlight. Different depths divide these giants, each following prey adapted to a separate layer of the ocean.
Nearer the light, krill support a different giant whose survival depends upon extraordinary seasonal abundance. A blue whale joins the feast, transforming tiny Antarctic krill into fuel for Earth's largest animal. Where krill gather, penguins arrive, and their concentration quickly attracts one of Antarctica's most agile hunters.
The penguin escapes through tight ice, while the leopard seal suddenly encounters even larger hunters ahead.
The orcas ignore the retreating seal and instead examine prey resting on the fractured ice above.
Working together, the pod converts synchronized movement into a wave capable of challenging the seal's refuge.
The failed hunt ends abruptly as something enormous below sends fish and squid racing toward the surface.
The first shadow is an elephant seal, but something even larger is still rising below.
A sperm whale follows from the abyss, returning from depths where squid dominate the hidden food web. Descending squid enter darker terrain, where 2 enormous eyes reveal that another hunter is already waiting. The watcher is a colossal squid, equipped with extraordinary eyes for detecting movement in near darkness. A giant toothfish emerges from the rocks, carrying another layer of predation into this crowded canyon. Rugged volcanic terrain favors the toothfish, forcing its mammalian pursuer to abandon the tightest route. Even scraps become contested resources here, drawing scavengers and hidden hunters into the same tiny space.
At the canyon edge, scattered living lights suddenly vanish behind something enormous moving through the abyss.
The shadow is an ascending elephant seal, yet something stranger is moving across the bottom below.
Then a powerful current delivers surface life downward, followed by several giants descending through the darkness.
The first descending giant is an elephant seal, following squid into a world beyond sunlight. A sperm whale follows deeper, entering the realm where squid become vital fuel for enormous predators.
3 giants divide the water column, each exploiting prey concentrated within a different ecological layer.
A colossal squid emerges below, but fleeing fish suggest another disturbance is approaching through the trench. The disturbance becomes a giant toothfish, while the seafloor itself suddenly begins moving beneath it.
Hidden scavengers emerge with ill seconds, proving that almost nothing edible remains unnoticed for very long.
At the abyssal edge, delicate sea spiders overlook a darkness where something enormous has begun moving. The giant is an ascending elephant seal, yet enormous eyes remain watching from the darkness below. The colossal squid moves first, sensing a familiar deep-diving predator before the hunter fully appears. Beyond the pursuit, an unexplored sponge forest hides something so well camouflaged the seabed seems alive.
What looked like seabed begins moving, revealing an octopus hidden almost perfectly among ancient Antarctic sponges.
A massive toothfish enters the forest, where every narrow passage can conceal either prey or danger.
A heavily armored scavenger finds food, triggering a rapid gathering in a world where meals are scarce.
At the forest edge, delicate sea spiders stand above a trench where mysterious lights begin rising. The drifting lights separate, revealing fragments of a giant cephalopod rising silently through the trench. The giant is a colossal squid, but fleeing relatives reveal that an even larger hunter approaches. A sperm whale enters the canyon, beginning a pursuit rarely witnessed directly in the Southern Ocean.
The squid disappears into rugged terrain, as a sudden current delivers surface productivity to the abyss.
Food descends from above, followed moments later by fish fleeing something far larger through the water column.
The descent reveals a hidden cavern, where several pairs of eyes are already watching from within.
The nearest eyes reveal an octopus, but something far larger is still watching deeper inside.
Deeper inside, a colossal squid emerges, its enormous eyes adapted for detecting danger in darkness. A sperm whale passes overhead, forcing hidden squid deeper into terrain the giant cannot easily enter. A giant toothfish appears below, while sudden movement in the sediment reveals another hidden community. From beneath the sediment, armored scavengers emerge rapidly whenever scarce food reaches this isolated Antarctic bottom. Beyond the sponge forest, living lights briefly outline something enormous ascending from the abyss beneath. An elephant seal rises toward the surface, while a larger shadow silently crosses the abyss below. The deeper shadow becomes a colossal squid, just as another powerful hunter begins descending behind it. The sperm whale follows, but rugged terrain gives the squid a crucial advantage in maneuverability.
3 giants suddenly change course together, drawn toward an extraordinary concentration of life beyond the canyon.
Beyond the canyon, millions of krill gather, attracting giants from completely different layers of the ocean.
The hidden giant is a blue whale, feeding where tiny krill accumulate in astonishing numbers.
A humpback joins the feeding grounds, while smaller hunters race through the same extraordinary concentration of prey.
A leopard seal joins the feast, until the sudden arrival of larger hunters changes everything.
The orcas return, but a massive shadow rising beneath them suggests another giant is approaching.
The approaching giant is a sperm whale, returning from depths where squid sustain its enormous body.
Far below the feeding whales, a colossal squid encounters life descending from the productive surface. Surface abundance eventually reaches the bottom, feeding communities that may never experience daylight directly. Beyond the known forest, an even deeper trench hides movement unlike anything encountered above. The deeper we descend, the less familiar this ocean becomes, and the greatest mysteries remain below.
At greater depth, unfamiliar silhouettes move across a seafloor where survival follows increasingly unusual rules.
The first stranger is an eel pout, adapted to remain close to the cold Antarctic bottom.
Disturbed sediment exposes scarce food, immediately attracting armored scavengers hidden beneath the seemingly empty bottom.
Sea spiders thrive in Antarctic depths, where extreme cold has shaped surprisingly unusual forms of life. An elephant seal rises from the abyss, carrying evidence that productive hunting grounds exist far below. Below the seal, a colossal squid appears, yet fleeing fish reveal another disturbance ahead. A giant toothfish emerges next, but movement beneath the sediment forces even this predator away.
Perfect camouflage hides an octopus until dozens of unexplained eyes suddenly appear inside the rocks.
The smaller eyes belong to sheltering fish, but something much larger occupies the darkness behind them. Then three enormous shadows descend together, forcing even the hidden giant deeper into its refuge. The first descending shadow is an elephant seal, pursuing squid through one of Earth's darkest habitats. A sperm whale follows deeper, entering waters where squid provide the energy needed for survival. Three giants occupy different depths, revealing how one ocean supports remarkably different ways of feeding. Far below the giants, an ancient sponge ring surrounds a depression alive with concealed movement. Scarce food awakens buried scavengers, but another concealed hunter has already detected the gathering nearby.
An octopus emerges from perfect camouflage, only to discover enormous eyes watching from deeper water.
The enormous eyes belong to a colossal squid, perfectly adapted to detect distant movement in darkness. The sperm whale descends again, but narrow volcanic corridors give the squid a valuable escape route. A pulse of surface food reaches the abyss, transforming the quiet seafloor into sudden activity. Beyond the sponge ring, living lights expose several enormous animals moving together across an unexplored trench. The rising giant is a sperm whale, returning from depths where few air-breathing hunters can survive.
A colossal squid emerges below, but fleeing fish reveal another powerful animal approaching through the canyon.
A giant toothfish appears from the canyon, until movement beneath the bottom forces it away. The disturbed bottom awakens scavengers, while a perfectly camouflaged hunter begins unfolding beside them. The hidden octopus retreats, as enormous eyes begin rising through a fissure beneath the sponge forest. Another colossal squid rises from below, then abruptly turns when a familiar predator blocks the light.
The sperm whale controls open water, while narrow volcanic corridors offer the squid temporary protection.
A sudden rain of food transforms the basin, connecting sunlit surface waters with life below. An elephant seal follows fleeing fish downward, until an immense shape rises directly into its path. Beyond the canyon lies an illuminated abyssal plain, where something enormous begins emerging beneath the sediment. The buried giant is an Antarctic skate, but dozens of nearby openings suddenly begin stirring. Hidden scavengers flood the bottom within seconds, until an unseen hunter reaches from beneath the sponges. Perfect camouflage conceals an octopus, until fleeing fish announce something much larger approaching through the canyon. A giant toothfish patrols the canyon, while enormous eyes begin rising from an even deeper fissure. A colossal squid rises from the fissure, then senses a powerful hunter approaching through the darkness. A sperm whale enters the trench, but rugged volcanic terrain gives the squid another escape route. The vertical wall supports an entire ecosystem, yet a hidden opening lies behind its living surface. Beyond the wall lies a hidden chamber, where living lights circle something almost invisible on the bottom. The camouflaged shape is an octopus, but beneath it lies a shaft descending far deeper. Deeper inside the shaft, 3 enormous animals appear, and one suddenly begins rising toward us. The rising animal is a colossal squid, but something above suddenly forces the giant to retreat. A sperm whale enters the shaft, driving the squid toward narrow terrain beyond the whale's reach. Near the bottom, an eelpout passes a motionless shape that is beginning to reveal itself. Perfect camouflage reveals an octopus moments before fleeing fish announce a larger predator approaching nearby. A giant toothfish enters the trench just as an unexpected rain of food reaches the bottom. A brief food pulse awakens the bottom, before an unseen current begins pulling everything toward darkness.
The current leads into another hidden chamber, where an enormous silhouette advances behind thousands of living lights.
The hidden giant remains unidentified as fleeing squid, reveal another enormous watcher inside the volcanic chimney.
The watcher is another colossal squid, while the cavern's larger mystery passes silently beneath it. Beyond the cavern, a sprawling abyss reveals a new silhouette, unlike anything encountered so far.
The strange silhouette is an eelpout, but larger movements behind the sponges remain unexplained.
Giant sea spiders cross the abyssal floor, while a much broader shadow passes beneath them. An Antarctic skate settles into the sediment, while enormous eyes appear from a deeper fissure nearby. A colossal squid emerges from the fissure, then detects a massive hunter moving through the water above. The sperm whale descends toward squid-rich depths, but narrow terrain again favors the smaller animal's escape. Falling krill awaken the sponge field, but fleeing fish reveal that a predator has arrived. A giant toothfish drives prey toward the bottom, where another perfectly hidden hunter is already waiting. The hidden octopus discovers a current flowing from a passage where several unknown animals are moving.
Inside the cavern, an elephant seal rises, while 2 larger mysteries remain hidden near the bottom. Beyond the cavern, several giants circle something mysterious on the floor of an unexplored abyssal valley.
The mystery below is a whale fall, an accidental oasis feeding life for years in darkness. The skeleton becomes an ecosystem, attracting scavengers that transform death into years of deep-sea nourishment. Even among enormous bones, camouflage matters when a sudden rush of fish announces an approaching predator. A giant toothfish crosses the skeleton, but an eruption of scavengers reveals deeper movement nearby. A colossal squid rises beneath the whale fall, then detects another giant approaching from above.
The sperm whale descends again, while narrow volcanic terrain gives the squid another chance to escape.
Surface food reaches the slope, but the gathering fish soon attract a fast-descending hunter from above.
The elephant seal turns back, leaving an even deeper world beyond its profitable hunting zone.
Below the seal's hunting range, slower specialists occupy an ecosystem governed by darkness, scarcity, and patience. Then synchronized lights expose a hidden depression where dozens of animals suddenly begin moving together.
The rising giant is a colossal squid, yet an even larger shadow moves beneath the depression.
A sperm whale emerges from below, revealing a passage descending beyond the already extraordinary abyssal plain. Below the depression lies another ecosystem, where fleeing fish immediately reveal the presence of a predator. The toothfish finds prey everywhere, yet the apparently empty bottom is hiding several other animals.
A hidden octopus emerges just as falling krill suddenly transforms the quiet basin into abundance.
An elephant seal follows the feast downward, but the seafloor suddenly falls beyond its hunting path. An eel pout crosses the trench floor, unaware that enormous eyes are opening inside the rocks.
Another colossal squid leaves its refuge, only to sense a familiar giant approaching through the darkness.
At the trench floor, an ancient whale fall reveals how death sustains life in darkness. Even here, beneath everything explored, hidden habitats remind us how much of this ocean remains unknown. One final flash reveals moving giants, proving the deepest chamber still holds secrets we barely understand.
The hidden giant is a colossal squid, exquisitely adapted for hunting where sunlight never reaches.
A sperm whale descends into darkness, connecting the air above with an ecosystem kilometers below. Ascending through darkness reveals how predators repeatedly connect distant layers of the Southern Ocean ecosystem. Higher in the water, krill transform scattered life into one of Earth's richest marine food webs.
A blue whale turns tiny krill into immense energy, demonstrating the extraordinary productivity of Antarctic waters.
From krill to whales, every layer depends upon energy moving continuously through this interconnected ocean.
Orcas bring intelligence and cooperation into a food web already shaped by extraordinary specialization.
Near the surface, sea ice becomes habitat, shelter, feeding ground, and foundation for Antarctic life.
After the darkness below, the surface reveals where much of this extraordinary abundance ultimately begins. The passing shadow belongs to a blue whale, drawn toward one of Antarctica's richest krill gatherings. Below the whale, coordinated orcas reveal how intelligence becomes another powerful adaptation for Antarctic survival. Beneath the ice, tiny krill feed on microscopic life that ultimately supports ocean giants.
A humpback converts countless tiny krill into energy, linking microscopic production with enormous animal life. An elephant seal leaves the krill-rich surface behind, following prey into colder and darker water.
The seal finds silverfish and squid, proving productive food chains extend far beneath the bright surface. Food falling from above sustains a quieter community, where patience replaces speed as the essential strategy. Even a fallen whale becomes habitat, returning stored energy to the deep ocean for years. From abyssal scavengers to surface whales, every depth remains connected by the movement of energy. Yet one final gathering reminds us that Antarctic abundance can transform the ocean within moments. The mysterious gathering begins with humpbacks, drawn together by a sudden concentration of Antarctic krill.
A blue whale joins the feast, revealing how one krill swarm can attract several ocean giants. The orcas exploit the same abundance differently, targeting fish displaced by the feeding giants above them.
Below the feeding frenzy, other hunters follow prey downward, carrying surface energy into deeper water. The elephant seal descends farther, until an unfamiliar shadow crosses the dark water beneath its path. The mysterious shadow becomes a colossal squid, perfectly equipped for hunting within Antarctica's deep twilight. A sperm whale follows the squid downward, connecting distant surface breathing with extreme depth hunting. On the bottom, camouflage and patience dominate, where every rare fragment of food carries extraordinary value. Marine snow links these hidden communities to sunlight and productivity thousands of meters above them. The entire ocean is connected, yet another sudden gathering reveals how quickly Antarctic life can change. The broad shadow is a blue whale, rising beneath millions of krill concentrated near the surface.
One feeding pass consumes extraordinary quantities of krill, yet the gathering continues attracting other hungry giants.
Beneath the whales, an elephant seal follows escaping prey toward a completely different hunting world.
The seal finds prey in darkness, but enormous eyes below reveal a hunter adapted for deeper water.
The enormous eyes belong to a colossal squid, built to detect movement across the lightless abyss. A sperm whale follows the squid downward, linking surface respiration with hunting at extraordinary depths.
Far below fast-moving predators, slower specialists survive by conserving energy and exploiting every available opportunity.
Camouflage, scavenging, and falling food reveal how deep communities survive where fresh energy arrives unpredictably. Every particle descending into darkness begins with productivity far above, binding distant habitats into one system. As krill gather again, whales and hunters converge, transforming peaceful blue water into concentrated life. A single krill concentration draws whales and orcas, each exploiting abundance through completely different strategies. The largest animal on Earth joins the feast, powered almost entirely by creatures scarcely larger than fingers. As prey escapes downward, the feeding event sends energy and opportunity into darker layers below. The seal turns away as enormous eyes emerge below, revealing a hunter built for deeper darkness. A colossal squid appears beneath the seal, carrying adaptations shaped by permanent cold and near-total darkness. A sperm whale descends after squid, carrying its breath from sunlight into an entirely different world. On the abyssal floor, a fallen whale becomes an oasis, sustaining communities long after its death.
Even the whale's bones become shelter, while a hidden passage reveals another community beyond the skeleton.
Behind the whale fall, another hidden chamber demonstrates how complex the Antarctic seafloor can become. From hidden chambers to sunlit ice, every Antarctic habitat remains connected by moving life and energy. A humpback erupts through the krill, while an even larger shadow silently approaches beneath the feast. The shadow becomes a blue whale, turning tiny crustaceans into enough energy to sustain a giant. Below the whales, orcas exploit displaced fish, showing how one feeding event creates many opportunities. Escaping prey carries the story downward, where an elephant seal enters a colder hunting realm. The shadow reveals a colossal squid, whose enormous eyes detect threats across the almost lightless water. A sperm whale follows, carrying a single breath from the surface into this extraordinary darkness. A fallen whale becomes an oasis, feeding generations of scavengers long after the giant disappears. Beneath the bones, an octopus discovers a hidden passage carrying life from somewhere deeper still. The passage opens into another chamber, proving even familiar seafloors can conceal entire hidden habitats. Then food begins falling from above, awakening an abyssal valley that seemed almost completely still. A sudden food pulse awakens the valley, but an enormous shadow immediately changes everything below. The shadow becomes a colossal squid, drawn toward prey gathering around the unexpected rain of food. A sperm whale follows the squid, linking surface breathing with hunting thousands of meters below. Another whale fall shows how a single death can support an entire community for years.
Beneath the skeleton, a hidden passage suggests the seafloor contains far more complexity than expected.
The tunnel reaches a hidden cavern where sudden movement around a deep fissure signals something approaching. From the fissure rises another colossal squid, perfectly adapted to a world humans rarely witness. The elephant seal climbs toward daylight, tracing the same vertical pathway that carries energy through Antarctica. Back near sunlight, krill once again gather giants and reveal the engine powering this ocean.
Above, abundance explodes with life. Far below, mysterious signal.
Those distant flashes reveal living signals, and something enormous is already rising through the darkness. The approaching giant is a colossal squid, carrying some of the largest eyes in nature.
A sperm whale follows the squid downward, bringing surface oxygen into one of Earth's darkest ecosystems.
A whale fall turns death into habitat, sustaining scavengers and microbes for years in darkness. Even beside giant bones, camouflage lets skates and octopuses survive, where every movement can matter. Beyond the ledge, another hidden cavern reveals how much habitat can exist beneath familiar seafloor. The mysterious climber is an elephant seal, returning toward daylight after hunting far beneath the surface. From sunlit ice to unseen depths, every Antarctic life form belongs to one connected ocean.